Hello everyone, welcome to the world of blissfulness. Our mission is to spread happiness and joy to everyone around us. In this video, I want to talk about suffering, both individual suffering and global suffering, as well as I want to talk about stillness of the mind. So, what is suffering? I'm sure at some point in your life you must have wondered why there are so many problems in our planet. There are wars, there are crimes, there is world hunger in some places. Some places have no proper sanitation, no proper water. Why does this all happen, considering that we have entered the age of AI, space travel, and global communication? Also, on an individual basis, why do we experience so much pain? Why do we experience negative emotions? Why do we experience grief, sadness, disappointment? With so much suffering, what can we do to resolve it? So, first, let us understand the mechanics of suffering. First, think of suffering as an essential part of our design. Just like we have physical pain, which is an essential part of the design of our body. For a moment, just imagine if our body did not have physical pain. What would people do? We would take all reckless decisions and expose our body to unnecessary risk. We would fall off trees, we would jump into the water too deep and drown. We would put our hands in the fire. Because if the body does not give us feedback that there is some kind of danger or pain, we would push ourselves to the extreme and destroy certain parts of our body. That is why Mother Nature has designed physical pain inside our body. The chronic pain that we experience, that is because of negligence. That is not the design of Mother Nature. Mother Nature designed our body to protect us and keep us healthy. It is due to our sedentary lifestyle that we experience different kind of chronic pains and diseases, because we do not provide the right kind of nutrition to our body, the right kind of exercise and rest. But inherently, physical pain ensures the survival of our species. Similarly, emotional suffering, both on an individualistic level and a global level, ensures the survival of our species. It may be hard to comprehend looking at the extensive amount of suffering that humanity has faced over the last few centuries. Nevertheless, the design of suffering is not to torture humanity, but it is to ensure the survival of our species. Once we understand this mechanics, that physical pain and emotional suffering both are a part of our design, and it serves a critical function, a function of survival and the function of evolution. Those human beings who understand true suffering can come up with creative solutions that will address global problems as well as individualistic problems. Many of our problems that we face in our day to day life are psychological, not realistic. They are just in our minds. We keep repeating some events of the past that are years or sometimes decades year old, and we experience the emotional pain which leads to suffering. There are several different processes that can elevate this emotional suffering: meditation, journaling, taking self help courses, personal development courses, yoga, walking, eating healthy, eating more fruits, eating more salads, daily stretching, exercising. These are all solutions. These are simplistic solutions. You might have heard them 100 times from different people, but this is what actually works. You have to keep doing these things in order to see the benefits. Whenever there is some emotional feedback that is very valuable, do not ignore it. How our body gives us some kind of pain, that is feedback. The body is telling us that certain organ of our body needs attention. So don't ignore the pain. Figure out the root cause and address it. Similarly with suffering, it is feedback that something is not right somewhere and a solution is needed. A creative solution is needed, a permanent solution is needed. Not a quick patch fix, not taking some pills to subdue the emotions or subdue the pain. In the long run, that never works. Now let's step into stillness of the mind. Why is stillness of the mind so important? When we meditate, our thoughts calm down. When we sit in a garden, our thoughts calm down. When we are in nature, our thoughts calm down and our mind is still. When their mind is still, all the experiences from the past, all the memories, all the future expectations start to surface up. At this stillness, we can separate the fact from all the stories and the interpretations that we have created. When we separate the facts from all the interpretations, some of our suffering is released back. Where does the suffering go? Because it never was real, it just vanishes. There is a quote you might have heard: pain is inevitable, pain is inevitable, suffering is optional. Because suffering is an interpretation of some event, circumstances, or physical pain. It is in the mind. The facts may be true, the injury, the betrayal that might have happened. However, the healing is also true and real. You have to find the healing. You have to find ways to heal all your emotional wounds. Emotional wounds will not disappear. Physical wounds, sometimes even if you leave it alone, the body will repair itself after a week or two. But emotional wounds will linger around for months, years, decades. You have to do all the healing work, the inner work, emotional work, to heal the emotional wounds, to release all the suffering. And the same thing goes on a global scale. Collective entities like the governments, not for profits, different kind of companies that support not for profit initiatives, these are all global entities that can tackle global suffering. They do great work. It's just that it's hard for us to quantify or evaluate the work. But we have to trust and we have to keep doing our best to support different kind of global entities to provide the global healing that will uplift our species, that will evolve our humanity, where the amount of suffering is minimized. We might think that there may be no answer, that things are getting out of control. There is a lot of corruption, there is a lot of pain and suffering, there is distribution of wealth that is not equal. And that is all true. Yet, the universal laws are same for every human being. If we think happy thoughts, we will feel happy. If we think bad thoughts, we will suffer. That is as simple as it can get. So, in the stillness of our mind, when we meditate, when we relax, when we calm down, the solution is to think happy thoughts. To think thoughts that make us feel good. To find things that make us feel good. And feeling good is also something that we have to understand. Healthy feeling good and impulsive feeling good. So healthy feeling good is doing all the healthy processes. And the impulsive feeling good, that is going for a sport match for excitement, or taking some pills that will give you some kind of relief for a few minutes. Those are all, yes, you will feel good in the moment, even like eating ice cream, cupcakes, donuts, pizzas. These will make you feel good in the moment, but they are bad. So you need to understand what is healthy good feelings and unhealthy good feelings. Unhealthy good feelings is basically bad feelings disguised as good feelings. And through inner work, research, and understanding body, mind, spirit, you have to distinguish the healthy good feelings and the covered up or unhealthy good feelings. This will not only reduce individual suffering but also global suffering. And linking that with the stillness of the mind, the importance of relaxing the mind so that we can understand suffering and create solutions to neutralize the suffering. And ultimately what happens is we reach higher states of blissfulness, higher states of inner joy, inner peace and inner happiness. So my message for you today is spend some time understanding the nature of suffering, understanding the nature of stillness, so that you can reach higher states of blissfulness in your life, and you too can spread happiness and joy to everyone around you. Also, please visit our website at www.blissfulness.life. I hope you enjoyed today's video and have a great day. Bye bye.